Hey guys, welcome back to Work Harder, Play Harder, TGIF. As always, the grind includes Friday. My name is Steve, and I'm here to help you grow your mindset. So let's get started. One of the things today that's really been kind of playing with me is motivation and why people don't have it. Where does it go? I mean, they might get it, but there's never any follow through with that. So we'll get to that a little bit later on. But one of the things that I've been kind of dealing with mainly is, so I was sick yesterday, kind of had an off day. I mean, I slept just about all day yesterday. I just felt terrible. And when I got up this morning, man, it threw me out of my routine. I did not feel like doing anything. So one of the things that it comes back to, and you'll see that, man, in a lot of these areas, everything starts to overlap, to discipline, to commitment. And one of the things that comes back to is discipline. I took the day off yesterday. I mean, I felt absolutely terrible. There was no way I could do anything. But is that going to stop me from getting back on to where I'm at today and going ahead and doing the things that I'm committed to doing? So a lot of people, they'll sit here and they may watch a video like this. They may watch David Goggins and be like, okay, I could be badass like that motherfucker. I can do that because he's really inspiring, right? Like, I mean, that guy is super hard all the time. I mean, just go, 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 right? And you have to understand, for one, he has built himself up to that level, okay? He didn't just start day one and say, all right, this is me, from now on, this is what I'm gonna do. He has slowly, and you can listen to him talk, he has slowly built himself up to this level to where he is now, and it's what he expects from himself. So let's say that you're really super motivated, you have this idea, you get it while you're at work, or you get it while you're sitting on the couch, and you have this idea, and you wanna do it, okay? And then you're like, all right, yeah, I'm really motivated. And then 10 minutes later, you have completely forgotten the idea. You've lost all motivation. And maybe, a couple hours, like, oh yeah, I was going to do that. And then you just go on and you forget about it. Well, what did you do while you were motivated? What did you do to try and instill that that's going to happen in the future, that this is something you want to accomplish? Because motivation does not equal action. That's not how that works at all. Action equals motivation. Okay, so if you get this idea that you want to do something, one of the things that I would suggest is write it down. Put it someplace you're going to see it. Go to your phone, make a note, add it to your calendar so that in an hour from now you get reminded about this idea that you had, about these things you wanted to do, or first thing in the morning, or just even if you have to set a repeated, a calendar or an alarm in your phone, because that is an action. That is you starting, okay? And so maybe you'll see it, and maybe you'll just keep, deleting the alarm or whatever, and that's it. All right, well, that's on you, I guess. Because for me, if that happens, if I see something that I need to do, or I want to do, or something I'm trying to accomplish, as soon as I write it down, it's almost like it's a have to for me. Especially if I do it in my little book that I keep with me, that I showed you guys in the other video. It is just something that action of writing something down, okay, this is what I'm gonna do, that starts other things. That starts the whole process. And so then from there, it doesn't even have to be big actions. You don't have to go out and do everything all at once, okay? I'm gonna start working out. Okay, maybe the action is you're gonna start working out, okay? But maybe the action that gets you motivated and up to that point is, okay, now I'm going to do some research on the type of workouts that I'd like to do, on where I'm at with my body. And where I need to start at, or what the type of foods are. And so you do the research, then you start looking into weights. Well, then the next thing you know, you see a little video online and you're trying that. And that all spawned from the one action of writing it down, of making that goal. So like I said, the thing that people struggle with the most though, is just turning that motivation into action. And really what it takes is just get off your ass. I mean, I wish I could put it a little bit more simpler, but sometimes we just need to be told what it is. And sometimes it just takes you to just get off your ass and just start to do something. Whether that's, and the first thing that I would suggest before, you do a whole lot of anything is you could clean the inside of you and go through your spirituality and kind of get that stuff in check, but also your surroundings. If you have problems struggling cleaning your house or keeping your car clean or whatever it may be, being organized, if you could start to get that stuff in check, you'd be amazed at the other things in life that you're going to want to also start to keep in check, and the way that is just going to continue to downfall onto one another and just get bigger and bigger and expand. And that's something that it's taken me a while to learn. I'm not even going to lie. Like, it has not always been easy to just get off my ass, because there are days where I would just like to lay around and do nothing. But it's to the point now to where if I do that, I feel terrible. It's a day-by-day process. It comes down to the small things. Again, it comes down to discipline and commitment. The discipline is at the basics of everything, pretty much that we'll be talking about going forward. And so if you really want to get motivated, you're just going to have to get off your ass and just try, because you're going to fail. Okay? You're not going to, if you're trying to work out, if you're trying to eat right, if you're trying to do that type of thing, you're going to fail. I just hate to be the bearer of bad news, but let me tell you right now, you're going to fail. You're going to have a day where you eat a whole pizza. All right? You're going to have a day where you don't work out. Oh, I didn't get it in today. Okay, and that's fine, but it's what you do after the fact. After you fail, what do? Do you just keep eating more pizzas? I mean, because if so, then I don't know what to tell you about that one. Or do you say, okay, I messed that up. Let me go ahead and get back on track to where I was and eat clean again today. And then eventually what happens is that becomes ingrained in you, and that becomes such a habit that it is not something that you really even have to think about, which clears up your mind to focus on other tasks. So that was the big thing for today, just motivation and why you don't have it. And as long as you remember that action equals motivation, motivation does not equal action, I think you guys will be all right. So keep rising and grinding out there, and I'll see you guys later.